And back on the Nation at 5 with news just coming through with the Supreme Court has issued a notice to the Tamil Nadu government in the issue of a plea by T.R. Ramesh against the Madras High Court's dismissal of the challenge to the 1964 renovation rules allowing Tamil Nadu HRNC to renovate temples. The plea contends that the Act permits only preservation, maintenance. Renovation requires the Archaeological Survey of India's expertise. So this is a plea where they want now, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to the Tamil Nadu government and especially the HRNC department to respond to this issue. I have Mr. K. Nagarajan, an Hindu activist, joining us. Namaste and Namaskaram. What is the reason why T.R. Ramesh has moved this plea against this 1964 Act and why this contention on renovation?
See, over the last almost 4 or 5 years, there has been a case going on in the Honorable Madras High Court against the mindless destruction and defacement and even demolition of large number of Hindu temples in Tamil Nadu. The Madras High Court Chief Justice at that time, Justice Kaul, had come down heavily on the HRNC department and even said that the HRNC department does not have the competence or the expertise to even maintain temples, leave alone renovate them. The sad fact is, HRNC department in Tamil Nadu, in the name of renovation, has destroyed several inscriptions and sculptures and even whole temples have been demolished. Now, this case has progressed and at a point in time, the judges, two-judge bench of the Madras High Court delivered a landmark judgment covering about 75 points. One of the key things that was left out on this judgment was that the rule that permits the HRNC department to renovate temples, even though it had no competence or expertise, was left out of the judgment. Fearing that our temples would eventually, we will lose all our temples eventually, Mr. Ramesh moved the Supreme Court, insisting that this particular rule HRNC is not in the interest of temples. So the HRNC department has now issued a notice to the Tamil Nadu government to justify why this rule is there, allowing the HRNC department
But Mr. Nagarajan, why look at one particular aspect of the HRNC Act when the overall argument is why should there be an HRNC in the first place? Because it itself is violative of the principles of our country because it is instituted only against one particular religious denomination, that is Hindu temples.
You're absolutely right. The HRNC Act, not only in Tamil Nadu, but also in several other states. Almost 15 acts are there, state-specific acts, and equal number of acts are there on temple-specific acts, including Puri Jagannath Temple and Pandharpur, etc. Acharya Sabha has filed a case in Supreme Court as far back as 2012, questioning the legal validity of these acts, specifically Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Telangana, and Puducherry. And last Wednesday, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to the center, because this comes under the concurrent list, asking the center what their views are on this specific act. So we expect, I think this is a larger struggle to hand back the management of the Hindu temples back to the community. And the government has absolutely no role to play in management of the Hindu temples.
Right. Mr. Nagarajan, thank you for your time. I have more news coming through, but we'll take this issue up later tonight on the Right Stand at 8:25 p.m. But for the moment, ladies